When I was a kid, apologetics was a big deal. People that were attempting to defend the Bible and defend the Christian faith. And one of the most notable apologists of my time was a guy named Josh McDowell. And I remember reading this or hearing this where people would say, the probability of someone fulfilling all of the Old Testament prophecies is the same probability as digging a 2-foot trench, the entire state of Texas, and filling that trench with silver dollars. But before you do, you take one silver dollar and you paint it red and you mix it into the 2-foot deep trench of the state of Texas with silver dollars, one of which is red, and then you take someone, put them in a helicopter, fly around the state of Texas, blindfold the person, drop them down, spin them around, tell them to walk around, and then pick up one silver dollar, and the same likelihood, the same probability of Jesus fulfilling all the Old Testament prophecies is the same as this blindfolded, dizzy person picking up one silver dollar that is painted red. Woo! That was fun. It's also not true because most of the prophecies of the Old Testament, they're not predicting a messianic figure, let alone Jesus. For example, in the story of Jesus' birth and early childhood, which only appears in 2 of the 4 Gospels, this one is Matthew's version. In Matthew's version, little kid Jesus is in danger of dying because Herod wants to kill all the little boys. And Joseph, Jesus' dad, is warned in a dream to get out of there and to go south to Egypt. He takes Mary and he takes baby Jesus and maybe some donkeys, who knows, and they go south and they hang out there until Herod dies, at which point another angel appears to Joseph and says, the threat that was after you is over, you can go back home now. And Matthew writes, thus fulfills the scriptures, and then quotes Hosea, out of Egypt I have called my son. And Matthew uses this to say that when Jesus leaves Egypt and goes back to Israel, that he's fulfilling this word in Hosea about out of Egypt I've called my son. The problem is, in Hosea, that's not a prophecy. That's something that looks back to the other time when the people of God left Egypt and were brought into the promised land. Yes, the Exodus. Hosea is looking back to a past event. Hosea is not prophesying in the future to Jesus. So Josh McDowell and the 2-foot deep trench with silver dollars and red ones and blindfolded people spinning around, something's awry here, okay? I would offer to you that instead of thinking about it in the sense of this random person fulfills all these Old Testament prophecies, or I know that upset you, not a random person, this person that God has ordained to do this task is fulfilling all this stuff that was spoken about him many, many, many moons ago. Yes, okay, it's actually not that. Jesus' life, death, and resurrection is so transformative that a guy like Matthew, when he's writing his book, can look back to these ancient stories and say, oh my gosh, this guy Jesus fulfilled that in a way that no one was even anticipating. He is the Exodus. He is the removal from slavery into life. He is the one who's leading us into the promised land, thus fulfills the word of Hosea. Jesus is the guy. But Jesus is not fulfilling a prophecy that Hosea did not make in the way that we usually think.